Oh, our church in the morning. Never heard anybody. I'm sniffly.
Little Air Church. Oh, what are we into now? Little Beechin, Jake Owen. Morning, Andy Campbell. Andy Campbell.
You
What?
can call me Andy Campbell. That's fine. Hi, Andy Campbell.
That's just the rate. You put radio and that name is synonymous.
Hey,
All right, let's kill some
I'm
music.
trying to think of a good last name for you. What's another famous Jack Ritter? Jack
How about
Ritter.
Jack Dawson?
Jack Ritter. Good
Then you can
morning,
have
Jack
any
Dawson.
Titanic.
Happy Northwestern Ontario Tuesday morning to you.
Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
Coffee.
So everybody was complaining
Get
about
it
my
in you.
mic yesterday, so I'm gonna have to do this so you can hear me. And apparently only in your right ear.
Wait,
How's
let's
Dryden?
go. Dryden's good. It's I went to Walmart
Yeah.
last night. Yeah, it was
How was that experience?
it was eerily quiet actually, and everyone was trying to do their best, and they have arrows now through the grocery aisles, like this is a one-way aisle, and I was doing it wrong, and a lady hopped in the aisle and she was like, "Excuse me, sir." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I see him. I'm sorry." And then I turned around and I did not give her the finger
Did
because
you
I'm
do
a
it on
respect.
purpose?
No, I just did. I saw the arrows, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if I mean, there's nobody here, so I'm wondering if they're still, if that's the rule." And it was even.
Now, if you were
There
at the
was
roundabout in Kenora and there was nobody there, would you hang a left instead of going all the way around?
no, no, I wouldn't. Good call, but I wasn't.
Well,
I was breaking the law. I was breaking the Walmart aisle law, and I apologize for that.
I'm sure it's okay. Your picture will be up at the front.
It is already. They took a Polaroid of my face and said, "You're on the wall of shame,
Polaroid.
breaking the law."
People don't know what a Polaroid is.
Probably not. That's a
All right, let's
physical
do a
picture.
Kenora is high plus 10, sunshine with overnight clear. And
Dryden's
Dryden,
mostly the same. Yeah, sunny all day. So I'm stepping on your lines there. Sunny all day plus 10,
oh,
and overnight clear -4.
Fort Francis is sunny 10 and overnight 4 and clear. And then, last but not least,
Wouldn't you know it, Red Lake is sunny today, with a +9 on the scale, and for tonight clear as well with a -5.
wow, look at you.
That there, folks, ladies and gentlemen, is your Northwestern Ontario weather recap. No, not recap. Forecast.
Forecast.
Well, it's been a good show. See you later.
Yeah, that's all we're here for.
They
That's the only
had
relevant
toilet
news we
paper. That was I
Walmart
had
did.
good news. That Walmart had toilet paper. They were all of their COVID intense products, like your hygiene stuff, was 2 per. And I'm like, I can't believe there's toilet paper. I haven't had. I mean, we have some toilet paper, but I'm a guy who always I'm the guy who always likes to have one bag of toilet paper on reserve.
Just in case.
I bought 2. I bought the limit.
Oh, you exceeded.
Like, yeah, I don't know when I'm ever gonna get toilet paper ever again. It could be this is the last 2 bags of TP I ever buy.
Before the apocalypse.
They did not have Lysol. I was looking for Lysol. They had paper towels. but they did not have full fat Philadelphia cream cheese.
Oh, that's weird.
Marinate on that one. Some of the, yeah, some
uh,
stuff they had, some stuff they didn't.
so seeing as how we're on the COVID part, over 16,000 Air Canada people being laid
Yeah.
off.
I mean, what are they? What's their other? What's the option? Like paying, I guess paying people. There's apps. There's probably like we need some kind of info or graph that shows us like the money they were making, and then in the last 2 weeks how much they've like they're not. Are they even like what can you where can you fly right now with Air Canada? I wonder.
Well, I think inside the province you can, but I don't think. I think that's it. But still, I
Yeah.
mean,
So
it's
that's
just like anything else. And Doug Ford saying he's extending the state of emergency for 2 more weeks.
smart. I mean,
So that
it
takes us what,
just
April
every
15th now?
yeah. I mean, every day the numbers keep growing, so it's understandable that
Do you have any of the numbers in front of you yet?
I can get them. Let's go to my COVID tracker here. Hold on, COVID, coronavirus. Man, it's like there's shit's going down when you have like the website that tracks a contagion bookmarked. You know.
Well, I mean, the first
Okay, Ontario.
4 articles on anything are COVID.
Okay, so this is probably as of yesterday, or I'm not entirely sure when the update, but I have 1,706 confirmed in Ontario with 32 deaths.
Oh, did you hear the Bob Cajun story there?
I didn't hear the Bob Cajun story.
I guess COVID ran rampant and 7 of their residents passed, and more than half of their staff have COVID-19.
Jeez.
Like in one day, it just
Well, there
stories
was
are not
in
good.
Bob Cajun something about a sycamore tree. Confused
Yep.
about 100,000 high. Man, that's horrible.
In
How
Kenora,
many? That's a ton.
I'm trying to change the
That's
topic.
too much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about Kenora, Jack.
I don't have good news in Kenora either. The Clarion, which is the big round hotel on the water,
I think that place is haunted,
suffered.
Jack.
It probably wouldn't be far off. Sometime in January, around the 17th, we covered the story of the fire from underneath. If you check out HDTV, you'll see
Hometown
Fire
television,
Chief Todd
baby.
Skeen talking about it. There you go. And yeah, they're not going to open this summer. Which, in hindsight,
Okay.
I don't know. See, it's weird because they probably wouldn't be that busy like if they're going to be closed for a summer, this is probably the summer they want to be closed.
Yeah, good call. Really, people are just trying to turn misfortune and into opportunity. So good for them if they got
Yeah.
if they got some work to be done. I mean, geez, like somebody jumped out of that thing.
Oh yeah, that was 6-7 years ago.
And then didn't they have some other?
They had another flood, or yeah, so 3
Touching my
things
face.
in the last.
Stop touching your face. When was that? That was a couple years ago.
I wish we had a production budget. We have like a sound effect, like "eh," where the crowd shames you for touching yourself.
Nice. I deserve to be shamed.
No,
It's
so
amazing.
that's.
You said
like,
that yesterday.
I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, we have like there's like oh there is some good news.
Good.
My Amazon mic, which I ordered 2 weeks ago, got shipped last night.
Nice. You won't have to hold the
Yeah.
microphone up to your face.
Why? What's wrong with this?
Yeah, nothing. Looks good. Good on you. Yeah.
It's a little something on your
That's,
face.
you got a little schmutz on you there, buddy.
Oh, oh, great! Now I gotta
Uh,
talk into the mic.
um, my toilet paper is going to be here mid-April. I ordered some toilet paper in a panic during the non-toilet paper days of Dryden, Ontario, which was last week. So it's supposed to be here mid-April. That's pretty good news. Although it's like, man, not having Amazon is weird. Like I'm so used to being like, oh, look at that thing. I can have it tomorrow. What? You can have it tomorrow? Okay. But I can't afford it, but I like it. And so I'll get it. And then it shows up and
Click.
lots of times it's not as like once you have it, it's not as cool as when you bought it, but I don't know why. And now it's like you might get it. You might not.
Yeah, there's no. I haven't. I should check to see.
Wonder if there's like
Expect.
how is like all of our shipping in nationwide? Like is I guess it's full blast still. I mean, I still see trucks all day, every day driving through Dryden. I got the sniffles.
You got the sniffles. So yesterday I ran out of coffee 15 minutes in. So I have this is full.
Nice. And then you have a
But
backup.
this morning I filled the old Yeti.
Oh, you sly dog.
So we will be bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, you will.
Mine says it's gonna be here by April 8th.
And you ordered it when?
March 23rd.
Oh, yeah, you've
So
been a
we will-
while. Well, I ordered my
Yeah,
paper.
considering normally everything's 3 days.
I ordered my poop tickets last week, so I don't know. I don't know why mine takes an extra week.
It's okay. I was at the post office
I'll have
Sunday.
17 tickets to the poop show place.
Are you guys rationing at your house?
Yeah. Not yes and no. Not really.
I don't know. I don't think we are.
I'm just like
Guess we should be.
I mean, every day I wake up and I'm thinking to myself, like, is it going to be Mad Max outside? And like, am I going to have to nail a bunch of nails into my Louisville Slugger and like, attach like metal cages and spikes and things to my wife's Chevy Cruze?
What was I saying? Oh,
It could happen.
I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, man. That's
I
my
let you go on
bad.
your Mad Max rant. It's okay.
That's my bad. I all of a sudden
Talk about
started
Amazon.
talking like an Australian.
Post office. I went to the post office on Sunday
Okay.
because it was a good day to stay away from people.
Mhm.
And in Keewatin, there's these huge signs, and it says, "If you're a snowbird, do not come in this building."
Oh, get the out of here.
And it's not one sign. It was like 30.
There's like 7. You got to walk through a slalom of signs to get into the post office.
But it's weird because I am using my sleeve to open the door.
Yeah.
Like, subconsciously, I'm doing all these things to. And I've never looked for Lysol wipes, and I can't find them anywhere.
Like if it's got Lysol on it, the only Lysol product that was in Walmart yesterday, I think, was bathroom scrubber. Yeah, so I don't know why I didn't.
I'm at that point now. If I can't find it, I don't need it. But because I can't find it, I really want it.
Yes, the feeling is mutual. The cleaning lady at the dealership, her name's Joan. She's just a peach. um, she told me that as long as you have a bottle of bleach, you're golden, which I do.
Yes,
So
which we
bleach
do too.
is really, the big one. If you can get your hands on some bleach, be careful with it, of course. But yeah, you can use that like to clean
Should probably wear
everything.
gloves.
Or put some protective equipment on when using said bleach, and don't ingest it. These are all, pretty basic guidelines. Your basic WMIS. Um, hey, here's a pet peeve. Why do I have to take
Okay, go.
WMIS training like every 4 months of my life? I feel like in the last like
I don't know.
10 years, I've like graduated from WMIS training like 37 times. I have a whole wall of WMIS certificates in my basement.
Is that what you're looking at right now?
Yep. Just admiring my wall of WMIS certificates.
Uh oh, it's craving a song. My pet peeve is my lack of commitment to exercising, especially not playing
Why?
hockey.
Yeah. Why go for a run when you can sit on your fat bum? Sit on your bum.
Do you have any exercise equipment laying around the house doing nothing?
I have a treadmill and a Bowflex actually, and the Bowflex is just like looks at me every day like you are a fat slob, Andy. And my treadmill is like, yeah, you remember me very faintly. We're fair weather friends. I was actually on it on Sunday. What is it? Tuesday. I'm due today. I'm trying to do like, yeah, man. Like we live in is it sedentary? Sedentary. Google, what does sedentary mean?
I'm not even going to try and
Here's
say
the
it.
definition of very. In a
No,
high degree.
nope, that's not it. That was very.
Even Google doesn't know.
What does sedentary mean?
Here's the definition of sedentary. Of a person tending to spend much time seated, somewhat inactive.
We live in a sedentary time, I feel. And I don't know what that maybe.
Absolutely.
I don't know why it's become that
Stuff
way,
my face.
but so yeah, and trying to figure any way to get up and get off your arse and move your fat legs. Move your fat legs, Andy. Get your fat legs off the couch, you fat-legged arsehole.
What's the movie, animated movie, where they're all living on a big ship floating through space and
That, my friend, is called Wally.
that's where we're at.
Yeah. Sidebar on Wally. Peter Gabriel sings a song in the end credits. So that's movie almost perfect. Almost perfect song. Peter Gabriel. It's called Down to Earth.
What is it?
Plays during the credits. It's like
Oh.
one, I don't know, but it's just a song that he wrote for the Wally soundtrack, and it's killer, man. When I listen to it, it makes me happy. A happy town.
I was gonna say, how do you remember that, but you didn't know Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Because I'm like
Have you watched it yet?
No, I haven't. Do you know what I am doing?
Sitting on your couch talking to me.
I am looking at your beautiful face, but I'm building a video. Okay, so every week the video game that I play has challenges, and the challenge this week is to build a game that has or something that has an electric shaver in it. And the game I'm building is you control an electric shaver like a car and shave somebody's face.
You told me
Video
that yesterday.
games. They're real.
How's that going?
It's good. I wish I could show it to you. I'll have to. I keep telling you I'm going to YouTube because I can share. I can share it. Broadcast. I can broadcast the game to YouTube. So maybe I'll get you a clip.
I think that was our goal yesterday.
Maybe. How good at tech would we be if I did it right now and sent it to you? Could we play it right now, like while we're doing this, or would that be too? That's probably too much.
No,
Okay, we're just going to take a 35-minute break, and I'm actually playing it right now. It's rad. It's amazing.
Are you
the
really
little
playing
thing.
a game right now?
No, of course I'm not. I'm just looking at my other wall. That other wall has all of my tax returns on it. One wall has WMIS certificates, the other has tax returns.
Well, at least you're on. I was doing my taxes yesterday.
Didn't they extend?
Yeah, but I still want to get them done.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but please do your taxes, everyone. Do your taxes. Please do your taxes. But if you haven't done your taxes, you got another month. Mind your P's and Q's. Pay all your dues. And if you haven't paid your taxes, you have another month. July? June? I don't know.
June 1st is the extension. So, did you watch any more of the Tiger King? Got to bring it up.
Haven't.
Sorry. Really?
Oh. No, I do like it.
So Carol Baskin, which is the one who she's the character. Her and her husband were way out there. At least the other ones showed they all had the motive of money.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they liked the pets, but I think she was the worst because she tried to cover up that she didn't do any of that.
Oh, okay, anyway, yeah, like behind her, like.
So the rumor is, so Jamie and I were watching it, and there's one part where Joe Exotica, the cat, actually sniffing his foot and then drags him across the yard or the pen.
Ooh. Jesus.
So he thinks somebody put perfume on his shoe, and he's blaming everybody. And this Carol Baskin girl goes, if somebody wanted to kill you, they'd just sop you in sardine oil. Like she knew how to do it.
She's done it, in other words.
And yet her husband, well, we can't say that, but her husband has gone missing and presumed dead. And she inherited millions.
Is this real time? Like this is like a today or this past week like news event that's happened, or is this part like this is what the episode is showing you?
Oh no, this all happened apparently this show took 5 years to make. But they're looking for new leads because of the popularity of Netflix show.
Yeah.
They're looking for new leads, and she's kind of like the prime suspect again.
Wow.
I don't know if it's just through media or if it's through the police, but yeah, you have to watch it, man.
Yeah, it was good. I'll go back to it. I just have been. It's tough, man. When you get home at 5:30 and
you're up
then
at
you got to make dinner, and then you got to do chores, and then you got to look at your wall of WMIS certificates for a while, and then you got to make a game about shaving somebody's beard, and then I find this, like, I'm not even kidding you, this dreams game that I play all the time is like, it's got me shook, man. I think about it all day long because it's like a place where I can build video games finally, or art or music. Like I'm building. I've written 20 songs over the since last April, because of this thing. But anyways, I find that when I don't have when the light bulb of creation is not on in my head, like if I don't have a project that I'm building in this thing, then I'll watch television. But while I'm while I'm building, it's like I think about doing it all day long. Like I if I could, I would not go to work as an adult man, and I would work on this thing like for 8 hours.
Like,
It's
can you make
ridiculous.
money off of this dream thing?
Well, interesting you should ask that. All of the Okay, so it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive game, and all of the games are played within this software. But the company that built it, Media Molecule, is looking into a partnership with Sony to allow some of the best creations made within Dreams to come outside of Dreams and be put on the PlayStation Network for purchase individually. And I mean, that's not something like, it's not personally, I don't think I'll ever, make games that are worthy of that. But some of the people, like, there's a there's a video floating around Reddit that's like super high definition realism, looks like a stream and a forest that somebody created in this thing, and like you'd swear you're walking through a video, and it's video games. I like video games.
I can tell.
Somebody asked on Facebook the very first video game you beat. Mine was Super Mario Brothers, probably back in 1985 or 6 or something.
I don't know that I've ever beat a video game.
I've had an obsession since probably then. I remember getting the Nintendo Entertainment System for Christmas, and my brother and sister and I just fighting like tigers over it. Yep.
What's your song? That's it?
Hey! I do like one bar songs.
I do that with. I have 2 guitars upstairs, and I can play like the beginning of like 30 songs. That's it.
Once you learn the basic chord progression,
motivation.
Yeah.
Here's what I found on the web.
I'm not talking to you, Google. Why don't you why don't you use this time then to try and so why don't you try and learn some, use this time to chase some of the things that you have, you know what I mean, that you haven't had time for, or
it's a great plan.
I found these results.
No one is talking.
I've taken this time,
Google,
to rebuild HTTV.
Nice.
Get our radio station up and running, Cool Country FM, or not FM, Cool Country Internet Radio, KEWL, and get this morning show going, and teach myself how Twitch works and live streaming the podcasts, but looking at another 2 weeks of self-isolation and social distancing, I will probably pick my guitar up more. I'll probably bring it down to my office and play it more.
We should write some tunes.
I was talking to 2 different people yesterday, and it was great to see Trudeau threaten people. Did you see any of that?
No, because he doesn't seem like the type of guy who would threaten people. So yeah, that'd be an interesting. I'll have to go look for that.
Yeah, but it was actually a relief to see, because in our line of work, it's all done through emails and everything else. And most people are working from home, which is nice. But there are a percentage of people that are going to take advantage of this,
Oh yeah.
and the billions that the government's not giving away. It's their loans, and I think there are some grant leniency and stuff like that. But the group of people that I've talked to in the last, well, all day yesterday and Friday, we were talking about how it's sad that they have to put those precautions in. But Trudeau yesterday looked right at the camera and just said, "Don't even think about it.
Nice.
There will be swift consequences to anybody who tries to mess with what they're trying to do to help people."
Good.
And it was actually a relief to see it,
Yeah.
because I know there's a few people out there that don't like Trudeau, but
Oh,
I think
there's
he's
lots
been
of-
doing a good job for the last 2 weeks.
I mean, he's doing.
But I've never really
doing
paid attention to
what he
him.
can. Yeah.
What's that?
I think he's trying to work with what's the current landscape, and it's scary, and I think he's stood up to the plate, and they're trying to get her done, and that's commendable.
Well, unlike others in his position, he's not blowing sunshine up anybody's ass, which is
Yeah.
huge. He's also not trying to scare the crap out of everybody, but he's being realistic. This could be an epic fail. I'm pouring coffee into my coffee mug here. Oh yeah, epic fail.
And it's all over my computer, and all of our equipment is broken. Goodbye.
I will be spending this week and of course,
Preparing.
no napkins in here.
Jack, we're going to have a month-long break if you ruin that equipment, because Amazon is going to be at least a month.
So true. Had all these napkins in here. Now I don't have any.
May no E.
How long have you been playing the ukulele?
Oh man, my mother-in-law bought me one probably before my son was born. So 5 years probably.
Yeah.
I love how small they are. They're just like, this is a string instrument that I can literally cart around. It's just, I don't know. It's opened up those are my two greatest hobbies: video games and ukuleles. I'm a grown man.
I'm trying to find a commercial break here. And all I see is
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference. I just choked on.
Let's do a report on. Oh,
What are we doing a
there's
report on?
coffee everywhere. How busy you were yesterday? Was it busy again?
Oh, it's busy every day at the dealership. It's busy every single day. There's always people in there. They've had to put tables out in front of their counters because they've tried pylons. They didn't work. They've tried the yellow caution tape. That didn't work. People are still leaning. People just need to be close to others. For some reason, when it's your turn with somebody, it's got to be like you got to be holding their skull and being, my brakes are making noise, service person.
In their space.
Yeah, so now there's
I'm
tables.
going to revert back to yesterday. Doesn't that freak you out?
Yeah, yeah, be the closest, like the bubble is real, man. Like if that's how you can, you know, that's if that's how you can contract this thing, like through, you know, closeness and and
Was
getting
it?
it on you, then yeah, being as far away as possible from somebody else who potentially has it. So we're really trying to distance ourselves properly. It's not easy, and it's not perfect because there are, every workplace has its bottlenecks where it's just not possible.
What about
But we're
snowbirds
trying. What's
coming back
that?
to Dryden? I said snowbirds coming back to Dryden.
Well, I did hear that there were some, like, and I don't know if this is has any if this is baseless or not. I don't even know if that's the way you say it, but I did hear that there were some snowbirds who were doing the same, like they had come home. They did not go into lockdown. They did go out into the public, but I also heard that they were shamed, uh, hopefully respectfully. But so yeah, if you're out of, I heard you're supposed to lock down even if you leave the province. So like, you know, again, it's like, how do we flatten this curve? If that's the way, then there's got to be. Well, isn't excuse me, I think Albert. I should have muted my microphone there. Sorry, I'm learning.
That's
Uh,
okay.
$1,000 fines for people who are not doing it. I think in Alberta.
Oh,
So
good.
I believe, yeah, or I don't know if that's if you're not locked down or if you're not like self quarantining. But like I feel like until that's a thing that's handed out here, there's going to be people, you know, running around, you know, doing their thing.
But at what point are they going to do this? That's the question.
I don't know. I don't know when. I guess that's like they've got their finger on that trigger, I'm sure, and are ready to pull it. I think maybe, I guess it just depends on how high the ramp, how high the curve gets. Like, you know, I also like, how many cases are there? Any cases in Kenora?
Not that I know of. I think in northwestern
Okay,
Ontario, other than Thunder Bay, I think there's the one coming out of Fort area.
I heard there was one in Fort, and I heard there was one, at least one in Red Lake, and both of those
Oh,
two are
really?
quarantined. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's uh, COVID in Red Lake, Ontario. I wonder if that's.
According
I'll
to
see if I can
World
get a
Health,
hold of our.
coronavirus disease COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a new virus.
Oh, thank you. So maybe
So we.
I've got some misinformation, but I've uh, whether there's a case in Red Lake or not, I don't think it, I don't think life is going to be affected here as crazy as larger centers until, as soon as one hits this town, I think people are gonna, you know, shit's gonna hit the fan. I think. Same with maybe in Kenora. Like it's tough.
Well, and
It's tough when this
let's
thing
remind
isn't in
people
your
too.
backyard.
Let's remind people too that if somebody in your town gets it, don't shame them. Like,
Why are people
there's some
doing that?
stories coming out of like, oh, there's some towns if you like people's houses are getting like egged and
Wow.
people just act asinine. But I will reach out to our acting medical officer of health today and see what kind of update I can get for tomorrow's show.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll
Who's
see
your
what the region's
acting
doing.
minister of? Who is that?
Acting medical officer of health for the Northwestern Ontario Health Unit, Ian Gimmel.
Ian Gimmel.
And hopefully, Dr. Ian Gimmel. Dr. Ian Gimmel. And hopefully, I'm Gemmil.
Gemmel?
Gemel?
Jamal.
Jamil?
We Jamal.
Jamil?
We Jamal. Hope you like
So I'll reach out to
Jamal.
him. And then I heard active forest fires already.
Oh yeah, because that's where we're headed to, fire season.
Yeah. I just pulled it up here to see what Ontario has yet. But I thought I heard one out in Alberta already. Well, I don't
It's
really see
fires
it
and
much here
COVID
yet.
and COVID and fires and fires and COVID, COVID and fires. It's fires and COVID, COVID and COVID and fires. Fire season. My father-in-law retired from water bombing a couple years back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that must have been a crazy. That must be a what an experience that is. Like a massive forest fire. Hats off to
Where would
anybody
he
who's
be
ever
based out of?
Dryden.
Like the water bombers are parked there?
Yeah. Hats off to anybody who's in that profession, man. They're like unsung heroes protecting civilization from nature is like wow. Gets crazy
Yeah.
up here.
Well, every spring, it's kind of like the base of spring at the Discovery Center here on the water. Kenora, the water bombers come in and practice. They come pick up,
Oh,
and they
nice.
go over and drop it and come back, and always gets a big crowd.
Yeah, for sure. They're fun. They're very majestic. They're majestic planes.
When you think about what they're doing, absolutely. And how heavy they are.
Yeah. It's amazing something that heavy could get even heavier, scooping up water like that and still take off and still be that agile. I mean, it's probably not the most agile plane on earth, but agile enough to, to do the job that it's meant to do.
So I'm still cleaning up coffee on my desk.
What did you just spilt it everywhere, didn't you? You just got that. Why wouldn't you? Okay. My question is, why did it need to come? Why did you need to transfer the coffee from the Yeti to your mug? Could you not just drink it out of the Yeti?
Moving forward, I will. I just thought it was better to have my mug.
What's your mug
Not
say?
always the brightest.
Can't
says
see
Tunnel
it.
Island Media.
Oh, Tunnel Island Media.
Oh, because you're down here.
Is that so? That's like your.
That's the production company.
The production company.
Yeah.
What's the story behind Tunnel Island?
Story behind Tunnel Island. Years ago, I worked with a group, and I don't know. It stuck with me. It got said. Tunnel Island is a great place here in Kenora to go for walks and take your dog, and if you do, clean up its crap. But you can walk along the water, go through some trails. And then another friend of mine, when we were talking business plans and stuff, he liked it. Kind of made the logo, and it stuck. And he did not like this logo, and I like it. Simple, to the point.
I like your logo too, Jack.
Me too.
So what are people doing? What are
everything we do?
What is your new pick? What is your pick of the day for media for quarantiners? What should people be looking at? You're still all about the Tiger King.
No. I've already watched my 7 episodes. I'm done. We're in the Ozark now. I'm in season 1.
Okay, Ozark.
Yeah, Ozark.
The one I was watching the other day is Tom Segura's new stand-up. He's super funny guy. He's just a really funny comedian. Tom Segura. So he just dropped a new stand up called Ball Hog. It's good. Tom Segura scores laughs with uncomfortably candid stories about mothers, fathers, following your dreams, and other things you'd rather not think about. Tom Segura. Tom
I'll have to look that
Segura.
up.
Tom Segura. I feel like we should be putting on our best broadcast voices for this show.
We're in trouble
Give
because I
me,
don't
give
have one
me,
of those.
give me the heat, Jackie. Give me the toss a heater at me. Let's hear it.
Well, I'll come to you right now.
Nice.
That sounds more like coming to the stage, Candy.
Yeah. Up the $5 at the front, boys. $10.
For a beer.
Never mind. For a beer. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry,
welcome to the stage.
Bruce.
Ruffles.
This could go so left field.
It could.
I'm trying to figure out how many forest fires are in Canada right now. Because I think there are several.
Where's the hot spot today, Jack? Is it still what was it? It was like Magic Townville? What's that place yesterday that was the hot spot? It was a place I've never heard of. Vineland.
Vineland, Ontario.
Where
Just
is Vineland on south of Hamilton?
Just south of Hamilton, Ontario.
I went to Mohawk College for a semester.
Oh, did you?
Whew.
On the
I
mountain?
did not go to school.
Because you were living there?
No. Yeah, it was just like party. It was like 5-6 months of just partying. And then being like, oh, what have I done with my life?
And then you had OSAP.
No, I had a loan from the bank, a personal loan. Took me like forever to pay back. Good times.
Yep. My advice
Pay off your
to
loans,
college
kids.
and universities when you have the reading or the opening week there, don't sign up for a credit card.
Don't sign up for 17 credit cards.
It took me 11 years to pay off my credit card after college because you're broke when you go to college.
Yeah, you are.
Hotspot in Canada? You're not gonna guess what the hotspot at a whopping 6 degrees is.
Wait, let me see what degrees we are. Oh, we're 3. Let's go Brampton.
Close. Toronto.
Toronto. Man, that.
And the cold spot? Shepherd Bay Airport, Nunavik.
Nunavik.
Minus 39.8.
39.8 in Nunavik. Wow. And I'm complaining about the weather in Dryden at -3. And it's -38.
That's why we do this.
That's why we do this. That's why we have to spread joy, helpful coronavirus tips, fun things to do while you're at home. Hey, find a branch in your yard and carve a gnome. Oh yeah, you went to town with that coffee, hey? Okay, what is your
mess?
Okay,
with all this electrical stuff, and I'm making.
And you're just like, I'm playing with my coffees here. I'm just gonna pour some coffee in front of my electric equipment.
I am not a mixologist.
How many are people's coffee run schedules affected? Like, are people going out and getting coffee less? That's a question. I mean, I know for me it is. What about you, Jack?
1,000% has to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to Tim's in. I bet you minimum 10 days, 2 weeks. I haven't been to Tim's, and I go a lot.
Yeah, me too. Like I miss it.
It
Yeah.
I don't.
You doing
I
okay?
shouldn't say that. I do. Jonesing off camera. What?
Yeah. Give me my Tammys.
Their numbers have to be down. We should look that up too. That's a good one. I'm gonna make a note here to look up Tim's numbers because I just heard that Tim's got charged or fined. Sorry, fined.
For what?
Tim Hortons fined. Of course, it shows me the 2 locations in Kenora.
There was a Subway in Canada. I don't know where. I saw an article. They were saying, come to Subway, buy 2-foot-long sandwiches, and we will give you a face mask for your family. One. We will give your family one face mask. Like, what in the actual Fred Flintstone
Don't say it. There you go.
would, like, where's your head at when you're like, hey, how should we market our sandwiches in this time of, strife? Well, I got a whole box full of protective equipment in the back that we could hand out.
Was wondering how to
That
get
could
rid
be
of
the
it.
incentive. Come to Safeway,
like-
buy 2 sandwiches, and we'll give you one face mask for your family.
But if there's a shortage of masks, why are they not giving them to the hospitals and frontline workers that need them?
Yeah, like,
Because people
that's
going to Subway
horrible, man.
don't need Subway.
Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need a Subway sandwich. You don't even need a sandwich. What are you doing? Going to get a sandwich. What are you doing? Going to get a sandwich.
Way to go! Frustrate me right before we go off the air. All
Sorry,
day,
man.
all day it's gonna.
I'm sorry.
Now.
Just make a sandwich right now. Just a honker with all the lunch meat that you have left in your house, and then wrap your face in a scarf for no reason.
Emilio Moves. Mavezes? How do you pronounce that?
Inigo
We have a chat
Montoya.
friend, but
Hi, chat friend.
Mavezes. Sup, everyone. Sup.
Emilio, where are you from? Where are you living, Emilio?
It's not Emilio. It's Emilio
Oh.
Mavezes. I'm butchering this poor guy's name.
Where are you living, Twitch commenter person?
We'll wait and see if he's only got like 7 minutes left, and then we're off the air. Again, if you want to talk to us, you can go to Twitch. It's free. And you can chat. Let us know what's going on. We know it's kind of early.
Let us know what's going on.
Or you can send us an email.
I know it's kind of early. Or you can send us an
Okay.
email.
I can hear myself, Andy.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to access the
Oh, you're
chat
trying to
on
read the
Twitch,
chat?
but I don't see it because I didn't open Twitch before that comment happened. But anyways, hi, person who's watching us.
Mileumavozes.
Greetings and salutations from Northwestern Ontario, Canada. We're doing
Cool.
a show about stuff.
Any final thoughts here, Andy?
I would say that my final thoughts are that if you have to be in a lineup at Walmart to get into Walmart, there's probably a chance that you should not get in the lineup and you should wait maybe for an hour or two to see if there's less people needing to get into Walmart.
Wouldn't the lineup get bigger?
Good. I mean, you'll never know how the ebb and flow of a queue in front of Walmart. That's a gamble you're going to take. I like to go later. I feel like late. I mean, you wrestle with the possibility of some of the products you need being gone, but you also I feel like you've got maybe a better chance of not being in the store with thousands of people. Not that there's ever thousands of people inside Walmart. Wouldn't that be crazy? You go into Walmart and there's 1,000 people in it.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That would be.
Especially
That's my worst
in a small
night.
town.
That was the dream that I had last night. I was going into Canadian Tire to get some gate hinges. I needed some hinges for my gate, and there were 1,000 people in there.
In Canadian Tire.
Do you have any
Walmart.
final thoughts, Jack?
I actually think I'm going to grab my guitar at some point today.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Jeez, man, I don't know what happened there.
I bought a travel
Doesn't
guitar
matter.
off a guy. I bought a travel
you told me
guitar the
that.
other day. Yeah.
Isn't
And
that
I
called the
couldn't bring-
ukulele?
No. No, it's called a Washburn. It's called a Washburn Rover. But I left it in my garage for 3 days because we have like a hot
Uh-oh.
zone. Have you heard of these hot zones now?
No.
So like, okay, so for instance, when I got home from Walmart, my lovely wife put some clothes in the garage for me, and I took off. I got down to my skivvies, and I left so I have the clothes I was wearing yesterday are hanging in my garage, and that's where they'll be for 3 days.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. I mean, people are doing it every single day. I don't know. I mean, we should be as well, I think. But so anyways, even the groceries that I bought are, I mean, the ones that we had to refrigerate or freeze, we brought them in and sprayed them and left them, to possibly decontaminate. But the other groceries that I bought are still sitting in, because I guess they say that 72 hours is like the lifespan or possible lifespan of these particles of the COVID.
Right.
So if you leave, so people are building these hot zones. It could be in your garage, it could be in, a room that you don't go into, but yeah, they're, taking off your street clothes, leaving them in there. Gotta try and flatten that curve, brother Mandingo.
That's the first I've heard of that. It's smart. But I
Yeah.
also am boarded up in a office in the house in the basement.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily something you have to be doing if you're quarantining. Well, I have one room where every time you change rooms, in other words, if you're quarantining, you don't have to change your pants. But yeah, like if you are out in the public, like, and that's, I think, why I should be doing it maybe every day. I very well might. My neighbors.
Here also, see, this is why we need to talk to this acting medical officer of health, because I also heard if you throw your stuff in the dryer, it kills it as well.
Okay.
If it's there.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably, like, that's what a lot of people do. They are taking their clothes off from outside, like when they've been in public, and then putting them right in the wash. Yep. And I think that would probably work too. But I think, see, that's why this whole thing is has spread so quick, because like we're talking like parts per million, like tiny, microscopic bacteria. So like anytime you do anything, anytime you touch anything, you could just get it walking down the street, if it's floating through the air.
Yeah, but I don't think it's airborne that long.
No, but so what I'm saying though is, like, even if you did take your clothes off and walk them down to the dryer or the washer, put them in the washer and start the wash, there is a chance that your clothes had it on you, and as you're taking it to the washer, you're taking it now away from the washer on your body. I mean, I know that's getting a little nutso sounding, but
we're in our final 20 seconds, Andy. Have a great day, sir.
Oh man, I'm not gonna make my.
What's that?
When You Wish Upon a Star ukulele.
Till the morning, sir. Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna.
play it?
I don't. I'm gonna run out of time. I can't play the. I can't play us out with When You Wish Upon a Star. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
We gotta play something.
Oh,
Play Walmart lineups.
when you go to Walmart. When you go to Walmart. It's. Yeah. I got nothing. I was trying to figure that one out.
Tomorrow's April 1st, everybody. We'll see you in the morning.
Don't. When you go to Walmart, make sure that you got a whole box of latex gloves.
Bye.